Alright guys, I am in a Class B. Woo! Pretty fancy. It's a Dodge ProMaster, 20 feet. And we stopped at because Sean's our fifth wheel is in a different yard. So we have to drive to his. He's 20 minutes away from where we're at right now. We stopped at Gallup's to top off. I was at half a tank, and when I drop it off, it only has to be a quarter of a tank, so I got gas basically for free. People don't use blinkers. Use a blinker so I know what you're trying to do. So I just gassed up $23, so that's not bad for my first fill up. Like I said, I was at half a tank, so that's why it was so cheap, because I got half a tank, but it's $1.99 a gallon. And we're gonna go head over to his yard, and yeah, I'll see you guys when we're back on the road. Hopefully you guys can hear me with the winds. It's pretty breezy out. We just hit our first toll. Well, we just left Indiana. $3.30 for me. What's nice about the yard that we picked up the Sean's fifth wheel is that it was right by 80, and then you just hop on 80, and you know, we basically take this straight through, and then we get off on Breezewood, and then take that into Maryland, and then head down all the way to Virginia. That's where we're going. I'm taking him camping for his birthday. We were supposed to go to Tennessee, but that was a bust. I got food poisoning. What else is new? I always get sick. It's crazy. It's nice driving this, but then it's not. Any little hill that I go over, it goes into overdrive, and like it jerks you. So and the seat is so uncomfortable. I have to figure out how to get the back to recline a little bit. So once I get into PA, I might have to like put on cruise control, do like 60, 65, maybe 70. We'll see like how it does, if it goes into overdrive. If it does, I'm gonna have to just stick doing like 65, 68. Yeah, so we're gonna head into Ohio soon. We're gonna, grab the ticket there. Then we get off in Youngstown exit, and we stop at a Pilot that's in Austintown, and he pays $1.97 or something like that, and I'll be paying $2.13 or $2.17, something like that. I'd probably be only at like half a tank, so hopefully it doesn't cost that much to fill it half up, and then hopefully I don't have to gas up again. I'm not able to fix the screen to see how many miles I get to the tank, so if anything I'll have to have Sean look at it and see. Whenever you're in a unit, I always get nervous having to go into the back, but I had to go into the back anyway because I had to put my placard up on the side of the door. But when you go in there, make sure, you can go into the back. You're allowed to, because you're making sure everything is good, that nothing is like falling over, that like the microwave vent is going to come flying out of the wall. It happens. I've heard a lot of stories about that, so it does happen. But you just go, you walk, make sure your roof vents and everything are okay. Do a walk around, make sure you check up on top. I had a solar panel on top, which is pretty cool. You won't believe the price for this unit, $91,000. Woo! Woo! It's not $91,000 even. It's $91,000 and a couple of other numbers. I don't know off the top of my head, but woo! 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 Definitely gotta be careful transporting this. Really expensive. It is really nice though. Alright, so we're about to get into Ohio. Our goal is to drive 5 hours and drive 5 hours tomorrow, because we can't check in until 2 o'clock. I got us a cabin. They had 2 different types of cabins. I got the cheaper one because we might only be there for a night. There's a reload, but we can't dispatch on the weekend because nobody's there to give you the load or to give you like the paperwork, and it's not ready to be picked up till Tuesday, and it's actually at the dealership we're dropping off. So I don't know if we're gonna grab that or not, but I got a basic cabin. I got my tablet, the difference between that one and the other one was that supposedly it has a nicer bed and a TV for $20 extra. And I'm like, I don't, you know, the whole point of him and I being there is, you know, to be outside, have a fire, cook outside. If we want to watch TV at night, I'll just throw my tablet on. I have nothing to mount it to, but my lovely mount that goes to the windshield, I broke that, so that was fun. But I'm about to grab a ticket and headed to Ohio. I'll see you guys when I gas up for the second time, and I'll let you know how much that costs. Alright guys, this is what I'm transporting. A cute little 20-foot Class B. And it's a Ram. And it's gas, unfortunately. But it's not doing too bad on gas though. What are we, about like an hour and a half away from the gas station?
I don't know.
You don't have it in?
No.
That's just great.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
I'll have to put it in now.
I think we're about an hour and a half.
The one in Youngstown is a TA.
No, we go to Pilot.
A Pilot, yeah.
And it's in Austintown, Ohio.
Well, it's right by Youngstown. Whatever. I'm going back in my truck now. Goodbye, everybody.
Alright, well, this is what I'm towing.
You're not towing anything.
I mean, it's what I'm driving, because I was staring at your thing. That's what he's towing. He's towing a nice, pretty fifth wheel. Let's get into this thing, show you guys the inside. And I got a little GPS right here that I use. It connects to my phone, so I can just look at that to know where I'm going. And then I got, you know, back here, I got the mattress slid, as you can see. But if I move it, if I fix it, it's just going to slide again. I'm hoping it doesn't come forward. If it does, then I have to figure something out. But they don't have, like, any, like, seat belts or anything to hold it. But back there is the shower and the toilet, which is really cool. You're allowed to sleep in here. My company, you know, allows it. I think other driveway companies allow it too. So, you know, you're allowed to go back there. You're not allowed to use the toilet or anything, but you're allowed to go back there. So we're gonna go. We stopped at the rest area. Both had to go to the bathroom and then let Cody go. So we're gonna head to Youngstown. It's the exit before 76, I think. But that's usually like where we gas up before we get into PA, because gas is pretty expensive in PA. And it's a toll by plate, so we don't want to get off the highway, even though our company pays for it. But yeah, we're gonna get on the road. And I think that's it. I think that's all I had to say. But there's nothing, you know, fancy about this one. There's no cameras on the side mirrors. There is a backup camera though. We always wanted to drive a Class B, and it's just like driving a ProMaster. It's basically what it is. It's a high top ProMaster. If you're into van life and stuff like that, this is like what people do. It's kind of like what Sean and I want to do. I mean, not like this setup this nice. But, you know, with a bed and a cute little, like, kitchen area. Like, you know, something small like that for us. You know, we don't need anything big. But, you know, something, you know, like that. But we're going to put a bed, like, all the way in the back. I don't think we're not doing a shower. But they have, like, little camper toilets that, like, flush. And you could just go to, like, a campground and tell them you want to dump your tanks. And we'll just dump it there. That's, like, $5. And we're only using it for emergencies. So it'd be, like, once a week. Dumping it. Plus, we want to go to get once a week, like, you know, to be able to stay at a campground, shower. I mean, we're gonna shower every day anyway. All right. There's no flies in here, so that's good. There is some little bug in here, little fly-looking thing. I don't know what it is. All right, let me get back on the road, and I'll see you guys when I gas up, and I'll let you know how much it costs. All right, so we're 2 hours and 8 minutes away, not an hour and a half from it. 146 miles from it. I should have more than enough. I'm not even at half a tank. I'm like a little bit above it. So far, so good on gas. You know, as usual, I'm worried about the PA mountains. Since we're only doing 5 hours today, we're gonna try to make it to that second rest area in PA on 80, because that first one is just too tight, especially with the big RV now. He has a 20-footer, I think. I think we're both towing 20 feet. You know, it's easy for me to go, you know, to go into a regular spot. With him, he has to take a whole bunch of them. So we're gonna head over there, gas up. I have mod pizza, so I'll probably grab some McDonald's for him, because the rest areas in PA, a lot of the food isn't open, so keep that in mind if you get a cooler or something, or grab food while you're in Indiana or Ohio. Like right now we're at, I don't know which one we're at, but they have a Hardee's open. We don't like Hardee's, and we used to get the red burrito that's here with them, but they're closed because of the COVID. I'm gonna get on the road. I'll let you guys know again how much I gas up. I hope you guys are able to hear me. I talk so loud, but for some reason the camera does not pick up my, the speaker doesn't pick up my voice. I'm hoping you guys are liking all these videos. I know a lot of you are waiting to know like how much I get paid. I'm gonna do that when we're camping. That way I'll shoot that video really quick, unless you guys know. And I'll talk more about if I think it's worth it or not. But let me get on the road. Sean's ready to go. See you guys in a bit. When you are heading toward like east and you're heading towards 76 PA and you want to stop at the gas station that we're at, it does take you 17 minutes off your route. It's right off the highway on 76, but once you get off, I don't know, for some reason when you get off, it doesn't, you have to be on a different highway. So it puts you on like 681, I think I'm on right now. I'm on 680. And that has to bring me back to 76, so that adds, what, 17 minutes supposedly. It doesn't feel like it, but we don't burn that much gas for that 17 minutes that it makes it worth it for us to stop here every time before we hit PA. Especially for him with the, you know, the diesel discount price. But I mean, can't go wrong for me either. Paying $203, I think I paid, or something like that. And I'm sure in PA I'm at least going to be paying $230, $250 maybe. If I stop, I can let you guys know what it is in PA. That way you can see, like, you know, 17 minutes compared to paying, you know, whatever in PA. Alright, so we finally got here. Gas is not a lot cheaper, but it's cheaper than last time we were here, which was a couple of days ago, I think. So it's $2.09, and I got the receipt. Let me see. So I was under a quarter of a tank. So let me see. It wasn't like in the triple digits. The range isn't popping up yet. So I pumped 19 gallons at 206. So I got 3 cents off. So I saved 59 cents altogether, and I paid $41. Let's see how many miles we have till we get there. So we have 398 miles till we're there. Let me turn this on, see if that'll... Oh, okay. So I have 579 miles till E. I mean, every time I've been here, well, not every time. Well, yeah, actually every time, I've been like at half a tank. With this thing, I was under a quarter of a tank. I was like almost at like the red line for E. When this thing goes into overdrive over the littlest hill, all I see is my miles just going down. And we didn't even get into PA yet, so who even knows. I'm hoping I can make it through PA, and if I have to top off a little bit before I drop it off, alright, it's fine. There's a gas station legit like not even 5 minutes away. So I'll just, you know, top off whatever there. So Sean's going to get food. I have my leftover pizza that I'm just going to eat. I like cold pizza. It doesn't bother me. And then I don't know if we passed the last rest area. I'm sorry, I look all over because I like watching like my surroundings, because I'm focused on the camera, but I also want to be focused on like everything that goes on around me. The doors are locked, but you know, you never know, so I just like paying attention to my mirrors, making sure nobody's like touching the RV or looking at me or watching what I'm doing. So I'm waiting for him. He'll call me when he's ready, and then he wants to stop at the last Ohio rest area, but I don't know if we passed that already, and if we're like almost into PA. We still have 6 hours left. He just wants to stop because that first rest area in PA is pretty far, and we both can't fit in there, especially, I don't know, I mean, we'd be getting there earlier than we were last time. Alright, so we actually made it to the last rest area in Ohio. As soon as we got onto 76, we're 2 miles away from it. Sean calls me saying, do you want to stop here or you want to keep going? What time is it? It's 7 o'clock now. The sun is starting to go down. I personally do not like driving at night, especially in the PA Mountains. If I don't have to, I'd rather not. Plus, we're going camping tomorrow, and check-in is until 2, and we're getting there around like 12, and I have to stop at Walmart to get food for us for the night, or a night or two, depends how long we're staying. So, you know, might as well waste some time and stop now. I have a little bit of a headache. I'm starving. I have my mod pizza that I'm going to eat. But I'm going to call it a night. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Alright guys, this is the other side of the Class B that I'm towing. It's cute. Very uncomfortable. The seat in the front, oh, I can't. Like, Sean had to help me, like, put the seat back. Maybe it'll help. But it just, I don't know. There's just something about the seat that I get a lot of pain in my back, and then there's a lot of pressure on my hip. We have 5.5 hours tomorrow. I mean, they're fun to drive. If there's one available going to the same place, of course I'm going to grab it. But I don't know what's wrong with that seat. I don't know if it's just me, if I have a weird body. I don't know. But we're calling it a night. So we stopped at the last Ohio rest area, and look how empty. Oh, right now it's empty. But I love parking over here because the grass is right here for Cody, and him and I took up one spot. But I'm gonna eat some pizza. Probably watch something on the tablet or our phone, and then heading out in the morning. It's pretty cold already. The thermometer in the car said it was like 50 something already. Whew. Usually we turn the car on if it gets too cold, but we don't run it all night. Is that an underglow, or is that from the light up there just reflecting?
No, those are underglows on the van. That's pretty dope.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, I hope those turn off.
That's some Fast and Furious shit.
I mean, like,
wow, well, they don't turn it off.
I hope they turn off. I don't need a dead battery in the morning.
I'll jump you in the morning. With the cables I don't have.
Good morning, guys. Whew. It's cold. It's 7:30 right now. Slept in because, you know, we didn't have a lot of time left today. But as soon as Sean woke up, he got a notification on his maps that there's a road closure and it wants us to take West Virginia. And to get to where we gotta go, we don't take West Virginia. We take 76 down to exit 161 in PA, and then make some like turn to go into Maryland, and it runs like right next to West Virginia. Saying there's a road closure, but I don't know. We're gonna try to just go take, you know, the way that we know what to take, and hopefully by the time we get there there's no road closure. I'm thinking it's probably in Virginia. There's probably a road closure. But I'm gonna let this warm up a little bit, and then we're gonna get on the road. We were supposed to get there before 2. We were supposed to get there like 12. It added an hour. So we're supposed to get there at 1. Now we're getting there at 2. So now we're gonna be late for check-in. So that stinks. Alright, it's 46 degrees out. It's cold. Alright, let's get on the road. Drop this crap off. So I don't think our GPS knew where we were, because as soon as we got back on the highway from the rest area, it took off. It took off the hour. So right now we're getting there at 1:28. Might get there later than that, depending on traffic. Usually there's always traffic in Virginia. But right now we're in PA. We just got here. I had to go into overdrive already. But yeah, that's good. At least we're not getting there after 2. I hope it stays with us getting there at 1:30. Because, you know, when you book something, you want to spend, you know, your check-in time all the way till checkout time to enjoy it. But I'm just happy I'm at least able to take Sean camping after I ruined the Tennessee trip as a bust. But yeah, I mean, what's great about this job is that, you know, if I ever want to take him to Tennessee while we're still, I mean, even after we're still doing this, with the van, we can go wherever we want. So that's, you know, and that's what's great about, you know, America, is that you can go wherever, whenever. So, yeah. Let's get back on the road. Hopefully we do get there at 1:30. Hopefully I don't have to gas up. If I do, it won't be much. But I don't know, like Sean was mentioning, and like the Class C that I had, if I put $10 in to get it back up to a quarter of a tank, it probably wouldn't even see that $10. Probably wouldn't even make a difference. So I'm hoping it's not like that with this. That if I do have to put a little bit in, I don't have to put a crazy amount in, because this gas station is legit across the street from the dealership. Come on, start past already so I can get out of the damn lane. Oh, here we go into overdrive. Oh, and then they go riding right next to me. I don't know why people do this. I'm at an exit only lane, and I don't want to floor it, because, you know, then there goes my gas. So I figured how to not make it go into overdrive. So, you know, PA Mountains, if you don't drive through PA, you'll know what I mean. So I have cruise control on 60. By the time you go up to 70 for the speed limit, you have to slow back down, because you got turns at every corner, and 70 is way too fast to be whipping these turns. So I have cruise control at 60, and it's more than the speed to go, you know, around a curve. And I haven't went into overdrive, but if I stay at 60 the whole time, it's gonna take me forever to get there. So I'm gonna try, like, further into PA, I'm gonna try doing 65, see if I'll still go into overdrive or not. But just letting you guys know, if you get something like this that goes into overdrive a lot, try, you know, stick doing 60 in PA for a little bit, and see if that works for you with it not going into overdrive. Alright, so I couldn't do it. I couldn't do 60. I mean, it's just, I feel like I'm literally crawling. So it doesn't even tell me like the speed that I'm doing. So you have to like guesstimate like where between the 60 and the 70, and then like, you know, just put the cruise on. I believe I'm doing at least 68. I didn't have to go into overdrive. I can't remember if I said turns or curves. There's curves on here. So I didn't have to slow down for that. Because then, you know, then I'd have to, if I had to slow down for a turn, for a curve, then I have to build the speed back up, and that would make it go into overdrive to go up a hill. The whole point of me doing this is to make money. I'm trying, you know, so I'm sorry if this is like, you know, repetitive, but the whole point of doing this job is to make money. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you ever drive something like this, the best way to help you not have to put that much money into gas and more into your pocket. Also, another thing I want to say is, if you like driving at night, I know with Horizon they did not let their drive-away drivers drive at night. I think because of deer season, they didn't allow it. And what sucks about daylight savings time is that by like 5 o'clock, the sun is going down. So you have to stop. You know, you'd have to wait. Even in the morning, the sun comes up pretty late. Is that, you know, your time is all messed up. Because, you know, God forbid, I don't know if my company's like that. They didn't say anything to us like that. But with them, God forbid, you were deer. There's a lot of deers out. We're in PA, and no, we were in Ohio when I saw a lot of them. So it's not just PA with a whole bunch of deer. It's everywhere. There, you know, the population really grew. So if you're driving at night and you hit a deer, driving at night and you hit a deer, I'm 100%, I'm 99% sure that you're going to get charged that driver damage to the unit, and I don't know if you would get leased because you drove when they said not to. Our company didn't mention with us, like if something happens with a deer, if that's on us or not. They probably say that it's preventable. I don't know. I mean, Is it preventable though? Like you'd have to slam on your brakes and hope the person behind you doesn't go into you. I'm just rambling. I really don't know. Make sure you look into that because, like I said, there's a lot of deer out. We don't like driving at night, and at night it's pretty hard to see them unless you're right on top of them, and they get pretty close to the median. I mean, we see some during the day. There was one time we were in Ohio, I think, and there was a construction zone, and they had the concrete pilings, and they were trying to climb over that. That was pretty scary. So we had to hurry up and slow down for that. I mean, you're going, we were going 55, but you don't know if they're, going to jump over that piling when you're about to pass them or something. So we slowed down for that. But don't be shy to ask questions. I really should ask that. That way I know if anything was to happen, if it's on me or not. I also want to mention that PA is a toll by plate, so like electronic tolling now. And our company, so we have the transport plates on the back, so it will automatically get sent to the transport company, and they cover it for us. With Horizon, I'm not sure if anybody else, Classic, I think I would have to pay. They wouldn't pay the bill because it doesn't match with their paperwork. So if you're going through PA, I guess make sure the company, covers it or not, and get an easy pass. And then once it charges you for it, I guess you screenshot it and add it with your paperwork. But you can't send your paperwork in till you get the bill for the tolls if you want to get reimbursed. Thought I'd let you know that. Alright, so we just passed the first rest area. It is $2.63 a gallon for regular, $2.67 a gallon for diesel. So I paid $2.03. I think it was $2.03. It was originally $2.07, but then I got my pilot discount, so I paid $2.03, and Sean paid $1.94 for diesel. So even though it took us off that little detour, they pay our tolls. We don't burn that much gas to get there. It doesn't feel like 17 minutes. I think it's 100% worth it. Because that's a lot of money for gas, and that's going to be a lot of money coming out of your pocket to fill this up, or to fill your truck up, whatever it is that you're transporting. So keep in mind, if even if you forget and you need help, if you need to know the address or whatever, you can just ask. But it's a pilot in Austintown, Ohio. There is a TA there, but for some reason, no discount pops up for us, and we don't want to take a chance of fueling up there, and we don't get a discount at all, so we just go over to $1.94. I mean, it can't be that much of a difference. It could be like a couple of cents, I'm not sure. But, yeah, it's the pilot that has McDonald's in it, so if you're hungry, grab some food, because once you get into PA, their rest areas, most of their restaurants in them are closed. Usually Burger King is open, but they charge more because they're in a rest area. Some of them do accept coupons. You can get a $5 Whopper meal for $5. You get the burger, fries, and a drink. But I personally don't like Burger King, and I don't feel like getting that all the damn time. So, And unfortunately, in drive away, you can't bring a little cooler with you because you have to bring that on the plane with you. Unless you have your own tow car, then yeah, throw the cooler in your tow car, and you won't even have to worry about food. We've been watching, when you're on the road and you're doing this job, you have to be mindful of how much you spend on food. So whenever I get something, whenever I eat, I try to get something. I don't eat breakfast. If I do, it's when I'm home and it's cereal. Sean usually gets breakfast when we're not towing. He'll get like a big breakfast of hotcakes or something like that. I don't get anything. I'll just get a drink. So the whole point of this is to try to watch how much you're spending on food. If you're by yourself, then it's easy. So what I've been doing for the past couple of days is I try to eat. I mean, we ate yesterday. We got mod pizza. If you never tried mod pizza, when you have to go for your orientation and you stay in Elkhart, give them a try. Pretty good. It's $8.47 for a personal pie with unlimited toppings. They don't charge you extra for it. I'm sure if you follow our other channel, you've seen a video of us showing you and talking about it. So yesterday we grabbed the mod around like 10:30, 11, and I didn't really eat that much. I had like a slice. I was worried about driving into the night. Eat around 11. I only had a slice because I was worried about driving at night, and I really did not want to stop at this first rest area in PA. It's 28 miles from the border to the rest area, and the one after that is 64 miles. So if you can't find a spot in that one, now you have to drive 64 miles to the next one. So if you're really tired or know you're going to be tired, just stop at that last Ohio rest area. It was still sunny when Sean asked me, but I said, you know what, I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to get into PA, the sun's going to start going down, I'm going to be getting tired, we're going to have a hard time finding a spot. He said even though it's early, it was around, we would probably be getting there around like 6:37. I said I do not want to take any chances. I said we'll just stop here and we'll just continue on tomorrow. I'm trying to, save money on getting food all the time. So mine was, both of us together, that's $16. Now, but that was my lunch, I guess you say breakfast too. That was my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When we stopped, I finished that pizza. And Sean got McDonald's, but he got stuff off the dollar menu. But you have to, we want to stop at this job, so we're really paying attention to how much we spend. That way we can have more money put into savings for us to get our camper van and to have enough money to fix it up. But Sean and I are very minimalistic, meaning that him and I can get this camper van and go out on the road with nothing even in it. Usually there's like a futon bed in the back, like it folds down into a bed. I mean, we're fine with that for now. Sean found good stuff to do on the side that we can afford to travel in a camper van and put out more videos. That's another thing that we didn't like, is that after what happened, we had to watch what we're saying. We can't post every couple of days that we were doing, and I know a lot of you missed that. We were posting like right after we drop off a load, that video goes up. Now it's after we drop this load off, we're waiting a couple of days. Alright guys, I dropped off my Class B, my camera died, and I didn't have the extra battery on me, so that was fun. I did have to gas up one more time. I was about, 45, 50 minutes away. I only put 15 bucks in and I was able to drop it off at a quarter of a tank. It took us 11 minutes, like it said, 11-minute detour. This was when we were about to get into Maryland, and we shouldn't have even listened to it because that's what really screwed up my gas mileage. It did not save us 11 minutes at all. If anything, it added time and it added more miles. So if it ever comes across that you get something like that, if you know the area and you know whether it's going to save you time or not. But if that ever pops up for us again, nah, that's alright. Because it took us off the highway, brought us through West Virginia, then brought us to another highway to eventually get to 95, and we were only on 95 for like an hour, which was nice, but still, it was out of the way. We went to a cute little town that was nice too, but I didn't get to film any of it because my lovely camera battery. So for Sean's birthday, I took him to a cabin nearby the drop-off. It's a KOA. If you guys have been following us, you know that we like KOA campgrounds. We were in a one-room camping cabin. You get, well, I don't know if it's a full or a queen. I think this is a full. You get one full-size bed and a double bunk bed, which is nice. We have a fire ring outside that has a little rack that you can cook on it if you want. We got a cute little pond that's over there. That's really nice. We were hanging outside for a little bit. It's really nice out. We're going to get some Cracker Barrel later on tonight for Sean's birthday. I don't understand. He was just mad. You were just mad and growling at me. And now you're happy because the camera's on? It's crazy how he acts so differently when the camera's on and when it's not. I was fixing the camera yesterday, and he kept hearing like the turning on noise, and he kept crying, thinking I was about to film. Oh, he's drinking water now. We got the basic cabin. They have a whole bunch of different cabins if you're ever interested in going to a KOA. They have ones that have bathrooms in it, kitchens, half kitchen. The one that we got doesn't have a TV in it. The upgrade of this cabin comes with supposedly a better bed and the TV. If we do spend another night, I might upgrade just for the night for that cabin. The service here is terrible. It really is. I have no service inside the cabin. Their Wi-Fi doesn't do anything. Sean doesn't have any service at all, and he has to submit his paperwork and send it in. I'm going to have to send mine outside. But since this doesn't have a TV, I can't use my tablet, and I can't use my a computer to watch TV because I have no service. Then it has to connect to my hotspot. Yay! Kind of regretting not paying that extra $20-something. No, $30-something. Yeah, extra $30 just for a TV and a nicer bed. But kind of regret it now because I don't know what we're gonna do for tonight. But I will let you guys know, I guess, right? Or probably not, because we'll probably end this video here. But my next video will be of how much money I made. I know a lot of you are asking about that. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. And for safety reasons, I am not going to say who I work for. I hope you understand that. You know, I have a lot of followers on the other channel and this channel, and for safety, it's just best if Sean and I don't tell you who we work for at least now. Maybe once we're done with this job, we'll have no problem telling you who we ran for. But for now, please just respect our privacy of who we're running for. And I will see you guys in my next video of how much money I made.